I'm Wendy from Shiny Happy World, and this is the new Carrot Chariot Applique pattern. Here's how to make it. All right, this is the video showing how to assemble the bunny driving a little carrot race car if you're using a light box. So first let me show you my light box setup. I have on the bottom my light box turned as bright as it'll go. On top of that, I have a tempered glass cutting board. That's optional. I just have it because I like to iron right on top of my light box without having to move my pieces, and that can take the heat. I have my placement guide, and then I have a clear silicone sheet. I have all of my pieces cut out and almost ready to go. So what that means is that I printed my pattern pieces onto the paper side of paper-backed fusible adhesive. You can also trace yours, but I like to print mine out. And I use Heat and Bond Light. Then you're going to roughly cut around each piece and then fuse it to the back side of your fabric. After it's fused, then you want to do a nice clean cut on all of the solid lines around the edge of each piece. The dotted lines that are within the pieces, you can ignore. Those are placement guides for people who are not using a light box. What you do need to transfer are any solid lines inside the pieces. Those are stitching lines, and you'll need those to be transferred to the fabric side so you have a guide showing you where to stitch. And to do that, I just use a fine tip Sharpie, nothing fancy, and I just put them on my light box and just trace right over those lines. And it's okay that it is a permanent pen because I'm going to sew right over these marks with black thread and you will not see them. So let's see, I've got one here and one there. I also need to transfer the lines on the face. So I've got two eyes that I'm going to need to know where to use my fabric paint. And I messed up and changed my mind on which bunny fabric I wanted to use. And so I ended up hand drawing these lines in, and they are not as dark as they would usually be. So if you are tracing your pieces instead of printing them, make sure that you trace with enough of a dark line that you'll be able to see through, at least for these little markings. So we've got a nose right there, and a line, and a mouth. All right, so once you've got all of those pieces prepared, those lines transferred, we're ready to start putting this guy together. So we're going to start with piece number 1, which is one of his ears. The numbers tell you what piece is what, but they also tell you in what order you're going to lay them down. So it makes it really easy. So there's piece number 1. And number 2 is his other ear. All right, number 3 is his body. And that goes like so. Oops. And then number 4 is his head. All right, now number 5 are the greens in the back of the carrot. And 6 is the carrot. And then 7 is the front wheel, which is a little bit smaller than the back wheel. I wanted it to look kind of race car-ish. And then 8 is the back wheel. And 9, again, the little kind of hubcap piece on the front wheel is smaller. If you ever have trouble seeing through a darker fabric, the fusible adhesive kind of makes it cup up, and so it doesn't make contact, but if you just make contact between all the layers, those lines will show up much more clearly. And then 10 is the last one. Oops. And again, tap it down and then I can see. And on these, I just turned them to make sure that the stripes didn't line up. The stripes on the hubcap are aligned differently than the stripes on the wheel, just to help set that apart. All right, now I'm going to just tack all these pieces together. So by that, I mean that I'm not doing the full count fuse. I'm just going to barely melt that adhesive, just enough to hold the pieces together while I move it around. Let that cool. Okay, that is good enough. If you move it before it's cool, there's two things that could go wrong. One, your pieces could pull apart, but also it can stretch your fabric if you try and peel it up while the adhesive is warm. All right, now I've got it all as one piece and we'll fuse it to the block. So I have my block here, it's already quilted. That's the method of quilt as you go that I do. And you can get more information about that at Shiny Happy World. Got lots of videos that show you exactly how I do all the parts of the process. Now we're going to put the bunny onto the block. And I want it centered from front to back, but I don't want it centered from top to bottom. If I did that, since this has no road or anything like that printed on the background or quilted into the background, if I put it up in the middle of the block, it would look like it was floating in midair, and I want it to look like it's riding on the ground. So I've been positioning all of my veggie car blocks so that they are about 2 finger widths from the bottom edge of the fabric. And that is going to make them look kind of anchored to the ground so that they'll look like they're riding on the ground. All right, now I'm going to do the final fuse on this. And for this, I do want to count carefully and make sure that I'm fusing exactly according to the package directions. So it's I have to count and it's a little boring, so I'm going to fast forward through this. All right, so that is all fused down now. I'm going to take this over to my sewing machine and do all of the outline stitching. And I'm going to do the fabric paint for the eyes and the nose, and then I'll bring it back here and I'll show you the finished block and also show you one other version I made in different colors. All right, this is the finished Carrot Chariot. The version that I made in colors, both the applique and the background are all from the Farmer's Market color collection, and I made it in those colors to match a farm animals quilt that I've made that I might decide to mix these animals into, but I made it in another color too. So very similar colors, but these are a little bit brighter, a little bit more vibrant. They are from the classic rainbow collection, and then the background is just a simple gray background, and this is to match the colors in the Beep Beep quilt sample that I'm working on. I'm working on just making a new sample for that pattern, and I want these new veggie cars to mix in with that because I think that'll be really fun to see those two patterns mashed together. So the new pattern is called the Carrot Chariot. You can get it at Shiny Happy World. I'm Wendy, and I will see you next time.